is your name and what car do you drive?
My name is Leon Snow, as in Snowman, and I drive a Kelmark GT, the 82 Kelmark GT. Her name is Bessie, and I've had it for at least 36 years.
Was it love at first sight?
Yes, that would be correct. I found it at a client's house years ago, and he wasn't doing anything with it, and I asked him about it and etc. And I loved the car, and I said, Richard, what are you going to do with the car? And
Repeat that part again. I said Richard.
Yeah.
All right, repeat that part again from I said Richard.
We did a deal together, and I purchased the car, but it was love at first sight, and I thought it was just a happy car.
Was she always this color?
Yep, it was always this color. This is the original color, and it was, and that was wow. A lot of people say, "Oh, you got to paint it red, or you got to paint it green, or something." And so many people go, "Do not change that color." We just love that. So, no, it was love at first sight, and across the board. So.
Have you always had a passion for cars, or was she the one that ignited the flame?
No, I've always had a passion for cars. From to high school, 60 Chevrolet Impala, I completely redone from 60 Chevrolet Impala to 67 Buick LeSabres to on and on and on. Rebuilt them, 72 Chevy pickup. So I've had a car passion, and to make them shine. I've never owned a new one, but anyway, I always made them right, and I made them comfortable and reliable, and I love doing it. And this was just a shining star.
Were there any other ones that you loved almost as much as her?
My 60 Chevrolet Impala was a very big prize for me, and I loved that car. Through high school, you could put 15 kids in this car. It was a 4-door anyway, so that was probably overall. Oh my God, I can't even count how many cars I've owned, but that was probably my other favorite.
Until she came along.
Until this one came along, yeah.
So what makes her different than the others?
Oh my goodness, it's like driving a go-kart with a whole lot of power to it. I appreciate it more than everybody else. So it basically is just it's like a icon, or I don't know how you say that, but it's like a shining star that I just always loved, and from the time I got it.
So I originally was going to ask you how were the initial reactions of your family, but you told me that you got this car before you met your wife and had the kids.
Yeah. So the adventure that I went on with this car was just many events, parties that we went to, or gatherings at people's houses, and driving it around. I used to take off at like 8 o'clock at night and just drive from Germantown and go down 270 and go all the way around the Beltway. And I had more cars following me to watch, so it was just a major attraction. So a lot of fun. A lot of people loved it also, other than me, and a lot of ladies did too, which was a big plus for me because I was not married, and etc. And so that was a big attraction, and it made my day. And the more I owned it, longer I owned it, I just couldn't believe I actually, purchased this car, and it was the Mag Daddy. So the attraction was just people, myself, that just loved it, and it was a big joy in so many directions. Yeah.
So she's a very exotic, beautiful car, and very exotic, beautiful cars tend to have a lot of drama. Did she ever leave you stranded anywhere?
I never got stuck beside the road. I always made sure I had to make sure there was a gas can in the back, just in case I miscalculated or something. But anyway, I never got stuck beside the road with it, and it's always been very reliable, and it's 150% now. and etc. So no, I didn't get stuck by the road with it, and it never broke down on me.
Who else in your family is the most attached to her besides yourself?
Oh, my oldest daughter Cassandra would be the most attached to it. My youngest, I tried to get into it. I said, "This is going to be your car one day," and she said she couldn't drive a 4-speed. I bought her this Honda Civic, painted it, everything. It was just one of 4, and etc. I took her over to Nemeo Field, and I said, "Get no out, just a little bit of gas and a little bit of clutch. No, a lot of gas and pop the clutch." So Noelle didn't like the car and whatever, but Cassandra was very big, enthusiastic, and she's not happy about that selling the car. But she said, "Okay, I'll go with it." She's the nurse.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So anyway, so my oldest Cass was probably the most disappointed that I was going to put it up for sale.
What are some of the wildest adventures you've had with her?
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! We were down at DC in a parade on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And oh my God, all the floats and whatever, people are just looking by them and they're looking at the car and whatever. And I'm driving around town, and so that, and other adventures, like I said, I had this big wide open baseball field behind my house or whatever, and we would just go out there and just do figure eights all the way across with my oldest standing up through the sunroof, and just cruising around town and having a bunch. So the biggest adventure just was loving it and enjoying the ride, and just going wherever I wanted to, and loving life. So Kimi likes to be a lot of things, but
Inside in the lodge, you told me about something you try to do because of how low to the ground the car is. And it's something I've attempted at a much lower speed than you. Would you like to share that with?
I always thought to slide underneath the tractor trailer park to to get to the other side to make the exit that I forgot to make, and etc. So that was one of the challenges I thought I would do, but I decided not to do it, and I'm sure I could have. So anyway, so that was one, and then just playing around with it. It's just such a fun car. It's like driving a really powerful go-kart that. And if you can imagine, just a powerful go-kart, and you can just do figure eights all day long with this thing, and not stop, and it's not affected, and it's a whole lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You said something about her being very indestructible, the body. Do you have any stories about the indestructibility?
One morning, I think before I had kids even, but anyway, I am a general contractor and a superintendent, project manager for building big houses all over the metro area. And I backed out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I turned my truck with a cup of coffee in my hand, and a front bumper hit the back end of the dang thing under a tarp, and it slid it like 18 inches over. And I'm like, oh my God, I just wrecked the car and whatever, and I decided I wasn't even going to look until I backed it out. And I had to, so I went and I pulled the tarp up, and it's got a chip about 3/4 of an inch by a 1/2 inch in the back fender. It didn't put a spleen, nothing in the rest of the car. I was so happy. I covered it up, and that's the end of that. So yeah, the structure of this car, as I have done many fiberglass jobs and built many fiberglass projects. They did the Mac Daddy on this car. You know, if everyone, because we had canoes and kayaks or whatever, they would have a bubble in the gel coat or something, and one day it's just gonna pop, etc. I've done and done to this car, and it's solid.
What kind of modifications have you done to her, if any?
Oh my goodness, no, I could go on and on, but the original owner, two race car two race car mechanics or whatever, beefed the heck out of this engine. I've just done more to it, tore it all down again, and oversized everything that's in it with dual Weber carbs and oversized pistons, whatever. But I did everything from the gas tank. I replaced the gas tank and the transmission by getting a little happy with it. Tried to speed shift in the second and burned the tires in 3 gears. Okay, maybe I shouldn't tell you. But anyway, it was good. It takes it well. So anyway, new transmission and the engine and all the modifications done to that. And across the board from brakes and batteries and starters and I could go on and on about anything that it needed. I put it out there, and the greatest guys in the area, from motor shop, engine shops to guys that were very into tricking out stuff and etc. I didn't spare no expense on that. So my modifications of this car was to build it solid, build it happy, and enjoy the heck out of it by playing like Indy 500 drivers or whatever.
And that's how cars should be treated.
Oh yeah, when you got a sports car, it's so sad to me to see a guy in a whatever, a Lamborghini or a sports car with all kinds of stuff, and he's putting around town. You don't need to do this with this car. This car will take it, and it's all been modified and rebuilt from top to bottom, and I still enjoy it, and people enjoy watching it go by, and all the actions I can do with it.
And there's only 1,000 miles on the engine.
And it's a brand new modified engine, and like I said, guy wanted to put a regular VW engine in it. Let me just tell you, everybody, it's a VW engine.
Is it air-cooled or water-cooled?
It's air-cooled. It's still air-cooled, but bigger oil cooler in it with an oil filter on it, which I didn't have before, and then all the other cleanups, rebuilds of curbs, and so they're tuned together, and you'll see that. So it was done right, and I made it happen because I so love the car, and I enjoy driving it. I enjoy the horsepower and the butt behind it. Nice.
So here's the $100 million question. With all these adventures and memories that you had with her, why are we selling Bessie at this point?
Well, if you saw me walk in about a 90-degree here, in fact, 3 back surgeries, but I have 2 9-inch titanium rods in my back and 12 anchors and 12 screws. And so then it was just getting to the point at 68 years old that I don't drive it a lot now, and I hate that, but it's just not as easy for me to slick into it and out and whatever and drive it. And plus, I don't want nobody to mess it up, so I'm very restrictive. Like, I would never go to Walmart and park it in the parking lot. I would never leave it outside my sight. I don't park it on the streets down in Frederick City or whatever like that, because I'm afraid somebody's going to come by and sideswipe it or whatever. So I protect the car highly, and I enjoy it. But my thing is, I'm just getting older, a little more creaky.
Basically, you want somebody who will fall in love with it at first sight, the way you did when you first saw her back in 1980 something or 90.
And so for somebody to enjoy the car as much as I had, that would be my day for this car, Bessie.
It's a beautiful car. Is there anything I missed? Are there any last comments that you'd like to make?
I guess I would just say that what this car is a lot of fun. It's solid, as I said in this other document there. This is road ready, ready to drive and be happy for anybody that purchases it. And so I guess that's the biggest thing for me is just watching this car just go out there and shine and somebody enjoy it. So,
any of you have fallen in love with this car throughout the duration of this interview, I will have the link down in the descriptions below to get in contact with William, the gentleman who is selling the car for Leon here. And you'll get to do a bunch of burnouts and drive under tractor trailers too, if that's what you want to do with Bessie here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all. And anybody that sees this, whatever, and wants some fun, you got it right here, and on solid ground.
On solid ground. That's perfect.
Yeah, you did well.
You did very well.
I was starting to stutter there.
No, you did good.